Welcome back. What a beautiful day. Feels like planting weather. Kind of a panoramic view. Sides, when they're folded down, kind of a little hard to see, but you get used to it. You know, even though I've had this machine for quite a while, I still always got to remember how to start it up first time of the year. But we're rinsing now, and let's try and rinse that tank out. And then pressure test everything. Make sure that everything's doing good. See, right now I've got about 20 pounds of pressure. And a phone call. Alright, now I got that taken care of, so we got her about 70 pounds right now. I don't see any leaks anywhere. So that's always a good sign. Turn it down a little bit for that. All right. Let's see if the nozzles work. Yep. All right, good. Looks like they're all working. Flood nozzles that I'm using, and I'll only go every other one on those. Son of a... All right, let's get loaded. Way to pay attention, Burger. About gave him a spanking with the boom. Go ahead. You got that pump turned on, so be pumping right from the tanker there. So what we're putting down is 32% nitrogen. And sticks to my sprayer, so she's dirty. Right, I'll wash her off. Got Burger with me today. Say hey, Burger. You embarrassed? A little bit. We're getting loaded. See the level there. Now we're at about 400 gallons. We'll top her off. I gotta pay attention. Getting close. Kind of primitive system yet, but on the ag leader. So now I'm full. Let's hit the wrench here, fill my container. Now I know I have 1,400 gallons in. My current rate is 22.1 gallons per acre. This is my height control box. I'm actually going to put it down a little bit before I do that. Click my auto height. It's a little jumpy when it's going to go that far, but there. Now my boom should be able to hold that position all the way through. So as you can see here, this is kind of the corner. That's what I got done in the field so far. So this strip over here is actually the other side of the irrigator. I go around that first. So that's where I'm going to end up. There we go. Running between 13 and 14 mile an hour. Out's busy today. Okay, got this piece done. See, it's all painted in. So now I gotta run back to the home farm. I'm gonna grab some more chemical for my tank on the back and tackle another quarter. What would that be? It's it'd be 420 acres so far today. Fold up the booms quick and raise it all the way up. Got certain heights here that I need to be at. 7s. Hit my 120 switch. Oops, other way. There we go. Done. Fold in my sides. Away we go. Alright, there's Carl getting started. And maybe you can see Tate between the booms. He's got about 3/4 of that 100-acre field done already, so he's doing good. But now you throw that one into the mix, and they're not gonna catch me. The only way they catch me is if I break down or something. But it's nice to see them a little closer behind me anyways. With what we decide to put down, the nitrogen is a supplement for what we already have. So on this particular field, the soil structure, which is a big deal, a lot of our ground all has a CEC, the cation exchange capacity, of 20 and up, which is pretty good. It's pretty good heavy soil, and that's good. You like that because it holds nutrients, it doesn't leach as much. Specifically with nitrogen, our 20 to 24 CEC on a piece of ground can hold approximately 200 to 240 units of nitrogen before it starts leaching out, and we don't want to do that. Probably regardless of what you hear about farmers, we're actually very tight with how much fertilizer and chemicals and everything that we're putting down. It's quite minute. Like most of the chemicals are a pint, which would be like the size of a cup, or even to the ounces. There's some things that we put on that are only like 2 ounces per acre, which an acre is 43,560 square feet, or roughly a football field. So 2 ounces, a shot glass over an entire football field, really isn't that much. I don't think people understand that. So in this scenario, when I'm putting down gallons per acre, that's because it's a carrier, of 30 units on this, in this scenario right here, it is quite little. So, like I said, the ground can hold over 200 units of nitrogen, but we're only putting on 30 right now, and the reason is because we did put manure on, so we know that there is nitrogen there, because you need nitrogen to grow corn. It's just how it is. To grow anything, for that matter. Our organic matter in the soils that we have are typically between 4 and 6%, which is really good. So the organic material, as it breaks down, will gradually release more nitrogen as well in the ground. So that's kind of how we come up with those numbers. We take a test, we know what our ground can hold from the CEC, and so we see what's there, and then we only put on enough to make the crop that we want. So, and that depends on each piece too, because some pieces aren't as good as others. You're not going to raise 300 bushel corn. You know, you might be lucky to raise 180 bushel or even 150 bushel corn. Not so much around here, but in various parts of the United States. 200 comes pretty easy for us with this ground. So we look at what we want to spend on the cost, what the ground can actually hold, and then that's how we come up with the fertilizer recommendations. So hopefully that makes somewhat sense. I should look at a bag of fertilizer for a lawn, but I would just about bet that people who fertilize their lawn way over fertilize compared to what we do to grow corn. Just kind of feel like defending the farmer today, where this stuff's too expensive to just waste it and watch it wash down your rows and go where it's not supposed to go. So we don't want to do that. That just doesn't make financial sense, and it's not what farmers do in general. Sure, there's some cases, I suppose, but generally speaking, no. So anyways, there's my little rant. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next week. That's a sunset.